Welcome back. Joining me now from Road Less Traveled Productions are John and Emily. Hi, thank you both for coming in.
Happy to be here.
We are talking about the curious case of Watson Intelligence, so tell us about the plot.
Yeah, absolutely. The Curious Case of the Watson Intelligence was written by Madeline George. It was actually a 2014 Pulitzer finalist, so it's very well written. It stars Eliza. She's this kind of genius, coder, techie, creator of IBM's Watson, which was a supercomputer artificial intelligence that beat the humans in Jeopardy in 2011. So she's the creator, and she falls in love with this man who's not outside of her type, and eventually she comes to choose between the love and her work. And so she's faced with this decision, and she does interact with the artificial intelligence that she has in her home as well. So that's a factor in all of it.
Very, very cool. Okay, now John, you are the director of the show. How has it been working as the director for this and with the cast?
It's been really great, especially getting to work with Emily, who has been amazing. It's a really incredibly hard role, and Emily has really worked hard, and it's a really complicated play, both emotionally and intellectually, and so it's been very challenging, and I really enjoy that. Yeah.
And Emily, do you play Eliza?
I do play Eliza.
Okay.
Yep.
So that is a pretty complex character. Is there any parts of yourself that you relate to or see yourself in with her?
Absolutely. Eliza, she's a genius, right? And she's very intellectual, and I'm intellectual as well. And sometimes the problem with over-intellectual people is that they tend to intellectualize their emotions, and particularly their relationships and their feelings about love. And she does this in the play to detriment, because, you know, at some point she does have to inhabit these relationships and be fully present, not only in an intellectual sense. And it's hard for her because she's used to having this companionship with her artificial intelligence that is purely intellectual, but she's still striving for something more. She craves that real human connection. So it's like an overall theme in the play of, can artificial intelligence replace real human connection, real human relationship, human emotion and love? It's a main theme of the play.
Which is very relevant right now as artificial intelligence seems to be taking off completely, and people are making art with it and making songs with it and doing all of these things that kind of take the humanity out of art. I'm curious to see, as people within the arts world and now working on a show like this, what your thoughts are on.
Well, I think at the end of the play, what we really want people to take away from is that human emotion, human relationship, human connection are, in essence, irreplaceable. And nothing can really come close to that real human companionship that you have in your life. And some people get that very easily, and some other people, it may come harder to them, that realization.
How big is the cast, and what's it been like working with them?
It's just three. Just three, and all three of them play many roles that the play kind of time travels. So it's not just showing you what it's like trying to find human connection in a world of AI. It's showing that the same struggles have been going on since the dawn of time. You know, so some of it goes back to the Victorian age and into the 1930s and into the present day as well. Like, nothing's really changed, just kind of the technology around how we try to find connection with other human beings has changed.
Which is so interesting, isn't that?
And then my co-stars are Brendan Didio and Dave Hayes, and they've been a dream to work with. It's a small, tight cast, and we've really put a lot of hard work into this one.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the theater you are performing at. Tell us about it.
It's Road Less Traveled Productions. We're right across from the Hilton, right there on Main Street. And Road Less Traveled, this is the kind of show that is right in Road Less Traveled's wheelhouse. It makes you think, it makes you feel. There's a lot of tech elements, fancy sets and props and lights and costumes and sound and projections that all come together as into one experience. And Road Less Traveled really does a good job with that.
It's a really fitting end to the 20th anniversary season for Road Less Traveled. They're celebrating that this year, so this is their final show of that season, and we're kicking it off with a bang.
Amazing. When does this show run, kick off, and how long is it running for?
So we actually opened already. We are running all the way through May 19th. We run shows on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 7:30, and then we have a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. as well.
How was your opening night?
It was incredible. It could not have gone more perfectly. It was a lot of work to get to the finish line, but we all pulled through, and critics have been loving it. Reviews have been amazing. Audience members have been telling me afterwards they've been thinking about the play ever since. You know, it's one of those things that really just leaves you thinking about it after the fact. It's usually a mark of a really good work.
Yeah, definitely. What has been the response for you now that you've gotten to do it from, you know, being in rehearsal and then hitting the stage is always kind of a different feeling, and there's something that kind of sparks or clicks with your character. Was there anything like that for you?
Yeah, for me it was the inclusion of an audience. You know, that's always the missing link when you're moving from rehearsal to the stage itself, you know, is just having that audience there to react. It's also a very funny play. It's not just deep and moving, though it is, but it's also, of course, funny as well. And so getting those laughs in, getting those reactions, and then seeing how the reactions change towards the end of the play, the emotional climax of the play, where you can tell you're really with them, they're with you, and they're getting the message of the play. That's really rewarding.
Yeah, I don't think we realized how funny the play was, which sounds really silly to say that. I don't, maybe you did. Maybe I'm just dumb.
No, that's the key to the audience, right?
I was shocked at how much laughter there was and how many, you'd think you would know. But you just, like Emily does, and Brendan and Dave.
You're gonna be laughing.
You're just playing the moment. You're playing honesty with your characters, and then surprisingly that there's a lot of humor in the show.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
we would call it a dramedy.
The dramedy. Thank you both so much for coming
Yeah.
in. And viewers, for tickets and more information, visit roadbustravelproductions.com or call the number you see right there on your screen.